Good afternoon. Welcome to the lunchtime news today, the 17th of August 2024. To present it, I'm Jack Mapembula. We take a look at the top stories. JCTR says the basic needs and nutrition basket for July has gone up by 133 kwacha 48 ngwe. Paul Mambili Makalwa calls on Zambians to reject tribalism and maintain national unity. Former Mutuna Ward Councillor calls for a clinic in Musendeka. In international news headline, Uganda retains Congolese police officers who fled violence, and over 1,200 athletes from 10 provinces to compete in the 2024 Ndola National Youth Games.
The Careful News. If it matters to you, it matters to us.
And now the news in detail. The Jesuit Center for Theological Reflection, JCTR, says the basic needs and nutrition basket BNNB for July has gone up by 103 kwacha 48 ngwe. JCTR observed an increase in the BNNB survey, which now stands at 10,575 kwacha 93 ngwe, reflecting a 103 kwacha 48 ngwe increase compared to June. According to JCTR, the rise was attributed to increases in the prices of various commodities. Notably, the cost of a 25 kg bag of roller meal rose to 204 kwacha 8 ngwe from 262 kwacha 14 ngwe. The price of 1 kg of kapenta increased to 377 kwacha 52 ngwe from 294 kwacha 74 ngwe, while that of the price of 40 kg of vegetables went up to 554 kwacha 46 ngwe from 498 kwacha 14 ngwe. Additionally, the price of bananas increased to 19 kwacha 99 ngwe from 17 kwacha 35 ngwe per kilogram. Conversely, the price of a 90 kg bag of charcoal decreased to 856 kwacha 66 ngwe from 950 kwacha, among non-food items. Paul Mambili Makalwa, a senior citizen from Mansa, has called on Zambians, including politicians, to reject tribalism and maintain national unity. In his statement, Kalwa emphasized the importance of adhering to the national motto, One Zambia, One Nation, and urged against making remarks based on political or tribe affiliations. Kalwa expressed concern over the potential for political cadres to disrupt the peace that Zambia has enjoyed since independence. He underscored the need for all Zambians to uphold the values of freedom and peace, which have been fundamental to the nation's history. Mr. Kalwa has highlighted the necessity for the public to show respect for both former and current presidents. He voiced his disapproval of youths who insult these leaders and suggested that such behavior is troubling. Kalwa proposed that those found guilty of disrespecting former leaders should face legal consequences.
Twalomba mwabe Zambia bonse twikataliyo n'okubeera mu kinshi kuli bakateeka baalipo ba Dr. Edgar Chagwalungu eriyo n'abaliko ba Kalinda Ekirema tebe ne ba ifwe bene basa twabasalire bonse mwema kandi yakirunganiro ky'amashuri ya kyalo kyonse tuleete omuterere mpaka akuntachi ya 2026 ile kukaba kusangulu chance muma wards constituencies districts ne kyalo kyonse makanaka ba UPND na ba PN tamwali ko iyo kwali independence 24 October 1964 mutende tulelomba kuli mwe bonse tube abaikata okukira n'abakesa kumuma basefikira pa mutende.
That's Mr. Paul Mambili Makalwa. Former Mutuna Ward Councillor Alam Nkandu has urged the government to build a clinic in Msendeka area. He says residents currently face a significant challenge accessing healthcare, with the nearest facility, Chitsunga, located down 10 kilometers away. Nkandu expressed deep concern over the health risks posed by this long distance, particularly for expectant mothers. He lamented that many residents are unable to seek medical attention due to the odious journey. The former councillors appealed to the government to prioritize the construction of a clinic in Msendeka to address the pressing healthcare needs for the community. In other news, the Higher Education Loans and Scholarships Board has dispersed student loans to 516 first-year students at Chalimbana University for the 2024-2025 academic year, according to HELSBS Manager of Corporate Communications and Customer Services, Chisero Kawanda. The board received a total of 2,064 applications for sponsorship from the university. Of these, 919 sought support for science-based programs, while 1,145 applied for arts-based courses. Mr. Kawanda stated that 1,852 applicants, or 90% of the total, were deemed eligible for sponsorship. The remaining 212 were disqualified due to reasons such as completing grade 12 before 2020, missing required documents, submitting incorrect admission letters, or age. Among the eligible applicants, 826 sought admission to science programs and 1,026 to arts programs. The gender breakdown shows 1,091 male and 761 female applicants. Notably, 2 applicants with disabilities were considered for awards. To ensure equitable access to education, HELSB adopted a regional balancing criteria for selecting beneficiaries. This approach guarantees fair distribution of loans across all provinces. Currently, HELSB supports students at 9 public institutions: Chalimbana, Copperbelt, Mukuba, Mulungushi, Kapasa Makasa, Nkwame Nkrumah, Parabana, Zambia, and the Zambia University College of Technology. 13 input suppliers engaged to distribute 85,000 metric tons of fertilizer. The Minister of Agriculture has announced that the suppliers will distribute both decompound and urea fertilizer under the Direct Input Supply DIS. The farming inputs are meant for beneficiaries under the Farmer Input Support Program FISIP for the 2024-2025 farming season. Ministry of Agriculture Procurement Supply Unit Head Matt Banda says some of the fertilizers already been delivered to various distribution points across the country. Mr. Banda added that the ministry will ensure that the inputs will be made available in all the districts by the end of next month before the onset of the rains. He told NAIS that the ministry is working hard to ensure that farmers access their farming inputs early to enhance their preparedness for the season. Mr. Bandas, however, stated that the ministry is also in the process of procuring chemicals to fight armyworms. The Indian government says it is working on modalities such as livestock breeding and sensors that will help Zambia to improve the fisheries and livestock subsectors. Indian High Commissioner to Zambia, Ashok Kumar, also says his government will in 2 months' time donate relief maize to support vulnerable communities. Mr. Kumar has explained that India is committed to ensuring that communities in Zambia that have been left vulnerable due to drought are supported for them to be food secure. The Department of Immigration arrested 5,168 illegal immigrants in the first half of the year 2024. Department Public Relations Officer Martin Shinka says during the same period in 2023, only 730 illegal immigrants were arrested. Mr. Nshinka told ZNBC that the department is concerned that illegal immigrants are increasingly using Zambia as a transit route to other countries in the sub-region. And Mr. Nshinka says 43 of the 58 Ethiopians that were recently arrested will appear in court next week, while 15 are yet to be interviewed by social welfare as they are claiming to be minors. Before we take a look on the international news, a recap on local news headlines. Jesse Tiara says the basic needs and nutrition basket for July has gone up by 133 kwacha for 18 Ngwe. Paul Mambili Makarwa calls on Zambians to reject tribalism and maintain national unity. Former Mutuna Ward Councillor calls for a clinic in Musendika. And coming up, Uganda retains Congolese police officers who fled violence. And over 1,200 athletes from 10 provinces to compete in the 2024 Ndola National Youth Games. We take a break.
If it matters to you, it matters to us.
Uganda handed over the almost 100 Congolese police officers who had fled across the border to Kanugu district in southwestern Uganda to escape fighting between M23 rebels and Congo's military. A Uganda military spokesperson said Friday. The statement said the police officers' national identities had been confirmed and that they had been allowed to enter Uganda as an act of humanity and in line with international law. The officers were handed over along with their weapons, ammunition, and other arms. The statement by Major Kikonko Tabaro, a Ugandan military spokesperson, said. Tabaro said that refugees continued to flow over the Uganda border to escape the ongoing violence in eastern Congo. The M23 had been waging a renewed insurgency in Congo's militia-plagued east since 2022. In June, the M23 seized the town of Kanyabayonga, which is on higher ground, making it a gateway to other parts of eastern Congo's North Kivu province. Joe Biden has said he is optimistic that a Gaza ceasefire deal can be reached, amid concerns that Iran may launch an attack on Israel for the assassination of Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh in Tehran. Mr. Biden said no one in the region should take actions to undermine this process. Hamas has expressed skepticism about the chances of a deal. And without mentioning the possibility of a ceasefire, Israel said it appreciates the efforts of the US and the mediators to dissuade Hamas from its refusal to a hostage release deal. The Israeli military launched a campaign in Gaza to destroy Hamas in response to an unprecedented attack on southern Israel on October 7, during which about 1,200 people were killed and 251 taken hostage. More than 40,000 people have been killed in Gaza since then, according to the territory's Hamas-run health ministry. And now in sports, over 1,200 athletes from 10 provinces will compete in 15 sport disciplines during the 2024 Ndola National Youth Games. Youth, Sport and Arts Minister Ovis Nkandu says the games that have been rebranded are significant in laying a foundation that will see continuity in talent identification and sports development in Zambia. Nkandu says the games have been rebranded to suit international standards as well as equip federations to identify and prepare athletes for the 2025 Regional Youth Games, among other events coming up. Zanaco Football Club has boosted their squad by signing 3 players and promoting 3 from their youth system. The players signed a Cameroonian striker Lambeta Raina on a 2-year deal from Cotton Sport and former Zambia under-17 captain Richard Jingoma on a 3-year contract from Israeli side Hapwa Ramat Gan. Midfielder John Kosam has also joined the Bankers on his own long loan from Green Buffaloes. Those promoted from the youth structure are Matthews Nirongo, Thomas Banda, and defender Mwinyamwape. The club has since parted ways with 6 players who include Brian Miller, Jackie Ngulube, Tafazwa Sulusike, and Charles Zulu, who is now on loan to Nkana Football Club. According to the club's media team, the changes have been necessitated to ensure that the team becomes more competitive as they vie to challenge for the Super League title and qualify for Continental Club football. And club head coach Wilson Nyirenda says the team has done well in pre-season and has mitigated most problems encountered last season, especially with the striking force. We now come to the end of this news bulletin. But before I run a recap on the top stories, Jesse Tiara says basic needs and nutrition basket for July has gone up by 133 kwacha 48 ingwe. Paul Mambili Makarwa calls on Zambians to reject tribalism and maintain national unity. Former Mutuna Ward councillor calls for a clinic in Msendeka. Uganda retains Congolese police officers who fled violence. And over 1,200 athletes from 10 provinces to compete in the 2024 Ndola National Youth Games. Ends the afternoon news bulletin on KFM 95.5 and on our YouTube channel and Facebook page. On behalf of the news crew of the day, I'm Jack Mupembulo. Keep listening to K.
If it matters to you, it matters to us.
Music on Timeless Searching. Taking with me to get a bigger radio check. God's bigger.
Hi, I'm Matthias from Belgium, and I listen to KFM when I'm in Zambia, and back home via the internet.
Hi, I'm Miriam from Austria, and I listen to KFM when I'm in Zambia, and back home via the internet.
Rio from Austria, and I listen to KFM when I am in Zambia and back home via the internet.
95.5 is my station. A new dawn is on the horizon, a reason to turn your radios back on. 95.5, a breath of fresh air.
The meaning of life is not to simply exist, but to move ahead, to rise up and achieve.